welcome to the SRL GT4 Round 4 live from Road America. I am James Parfitt, and thank you again for joining me this evening. This is the rerun of the GT4 that took place last Friday due to some unfortunate internet issues that basically just cut out and wouldn't allow me to carry on broadcasting. We are going to run it today, so you can enjoy the action that's been rerun on Friday. But we are here at Road America. Two configurations currently in use at the moment. The Grand Prix course, which is the one we're driving around today, open from 1955 to the present day. 6.41 kilometers, 14 turns. Track record of a 141.878 by Alex Zanardi and a Reynard 98L in 1998 Cup. The course itself is quite an interesting one, really, because most people here at Road America are aware of Turn 1, Turn 3, all the way down to 4 and 5. Now, in the mixture of that, we've got Turn 2, which is literally on the original motorbike circuit, and basically Turn 2 is the smallest amount of kink, as is Turn 4 and 5. So although it lists as 14 turns, we haven't really got 14 turns here this evening, but we will go with what we're told from our track guide, and going to be absolutely epic. We are coming now to the end of practice here this evening, guys, as well. So we've got about 1:54 left before we go into qualifying. As I say, this is off the replay file that was kindly saved for me as well. So we won't be, unfortunately, be able to save replays, but we will be able to show you all the action as if it was live, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Arthur Thurtle, thank you, welcome in. I hope your good missus is enjoying the broadcast. Lucky man, brave man, really, I would have thought there as well, because not every day a missus will sit down and watch your race from last Friday. So if she is sitting down enjoying it, welcome in, Mrs. Thurtle. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight as well. But don't forget, guys, if you are here for the first time, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the SRL YouTube channel and give the video a big old thumbs up, turn on the bells, because it'll be absolutely amazing. What have we got lined up currently at the moment then? Well, here is the current championship standings of the GT4. Jake Cranstone is leading the way on 109 points. Andrew Lovesey on 91. Dexter Castro on 83. Arthur Thurtle on 73. Dan Mould on 70. Derek Craver on 66. Alex May on 61. Alan McCann there currently in 8th place on 58. John Brown on 56. Fraser Garrity on 53. Tied with Kieran Gannon. Fraser Alexander in 12th on 51 points. Ryan Dudley on 45, tied with Alan Brown. Christopher Barnes on 43. Alexander Longo on 32. Stuart Gibbons on 30, with Rian Patton right behind them on as well on the same amount of points. Elliot James on 29, David Smith on 25, 24, tied with Eric Ronenberg. Neil Stevenson on 15, Daniel Wareham 13, Daniel Lewis on 9, and Eugene Webber is down on 3 points. That is the end of practice, guys. We will go into qualifying very, very shortly. For what is going to be an absolute incredible evening of racing. So what is the format? Qualifying will be 10 minutes. Heat 1 will be 20. Then in the middle we'll have a 5-minute warm-up. Then the feature race of 20 minutes with an inverted top 15. These guys have got one fast repair. And tonight we've got the McLaren, the Porsche, the Aston Martin on track, and the Mercedes. Now we do think the Aston Martin is going to come out and absolutely dominate this evening. Now, it's been said that it's just a car that's basically going to shine here tonight, and I think that's really what we're kind of expecting it to do. Now, obviously, I don't know who at all has won off this race, so it's going to be a first for me to sit here, but we've got John Brown from Simulation Racing League's SRL here on track currently at the moment in the McLaren this evening. So what we can do is jump in the cockpit and enjoy this final part of the lap here this evening with John, and see how he gets on in this McLaren. Now, out of all of the GT4s, the McLaren is the one that I bought. Now, it was recommended to me. It's quick down the straight. Currently sitting around about 147 miles an hour down the start-finish straight. 7-speed, 3.8-litre twin turbo. The interesting thing about this as well is it's one of the fastest cars. Everybody else was topping out about 146, so this is about a mile an hour quicker, which might not sound much in terms here as well, but in terms of racing, I think it's going to be quite interesting to see the speed difference in this McLaren, because I'm interested to jump in the car. I think the car looks amazing. I think it can be absolutely stunning when it gets going, and I think that's the exciting thing. We know the GT3 McLaren with the big ruffling exhaust out the back with flames coming out there, and you know, it looks like you can sit there behind it and roast marshmallows off. Now, we don't seem to have that luxury with the GT4 as much, which is a bit of a shame, really, because you would have thought the continuity of it would have been absolutely incredible. Now, most of the cars here tonight were released in 2020. The only exception from that was the Aston Martin, which was released in 2022. So, you know, the Aston Martin is the newer car, but the McLaren currently at the moment is topping out round about 147 down the straight. So it is the fastest cars. The others are close, don't get me wrong. The Porsche, the Merc, the Aston Martin, all around about 146, you know, and it's going to be an interesting thing here to see just how well this McLaren does. It's in the hands of Stuart Gibbons, John Brown, David Smith, Alan Brown, Alexander Longo, and Daniel Lewis. You know, none of these are slouches in this car. So, but the Aston Martin is sat in the hands of Derek Crowther, Arthur Fertel, Dexter Castro, Eric Ronenberg. So we've got a big mix of cars on track. And then, of course, we've got the Mercedes of Craig Walters, of Fraser Garrity, and Alan McCann. And then we've got the lone Porsche, which is driven by Christopher Barnes. And I think that's going to be one of the interesting things to see, just how Barnes gets on here. Being the lone Porsche. Oh, Jake Cranstone, sorry, is also in the Porsche. There's two Porsches on track. And I think, for me, the opinion of getting the car itself was really about how much more different this car can be. You know, the straight line speed of the car is quite straight. It looks quite tidy in the corners, and it was between that and the Aston, and I went with the McLaren in the end, and I'm going to get on track and give it a whiz just to see how it handles. You know, but I think from that point of view, I think we could be in for a really tight race, and don't go anywhere. Literally just sit back, chill out, and enjoy it, because I think it is going to be absolutely incredible, and I think it's something to look out for all of us here tonight as well. We will bring the grid up when we have it, with about 5.5 minutes remaining of qualifying. So, for me personally, I really like this track, and I think it's interesting. We jump on board on the McLaren now with John as we go down the start-finish straight here. This start-finish straight is longer than my high street, okay? You know, I mean, the high street I live in will probably start about now and probably end, about now. So, you know, it's not very long at all. John there with the McLaren in fourth gear around turn one. Heading down the hill now. This is where they class as two. For me personally, it's just one straight to three. You're going to be on the brakes, get the car settled down. Third gear, he maxed out revs there. On the power he goes, on the fourth on the exit before we go down this long moraine sweep. This is also another couple of turns here as well. We're going right on 3A, and then we're going to go slight dip left into turn 4 before we head down into the base of the hill with turn 5. For me personally, 3 to 5, there's no real differences in the middle. Now we're going to go down here, we're going to take the left-hand side. John just getting into second there at the last, in the entrance into the corner. Up we go round turn 6 on the gas in this McLaren. Fourth gear, getting the car settled, and then on the gas we go again. Coming down now into turn 8, left-hander. We're going to be on the brakes just about now. Is he going to put it down into second? Could he have put it down into second just to get it a little bit more stable as we run around this long right-hander of the carousel? Levering the throttle as we go on the gas. down onto the accelerator. This is the kink. You've got to be brave here. It's just fall flat if you can. John gets it lined up, lifts off. Oh, is he going to run right? He's not. Heading down now into Canada corner. It's turn 12. Sixth gear. John's now is on the brakes. He'll be looking for the braking marker just between the 3 and the 2. It takes a lot of entry speed there. Third gear in Nick's car. Around the middle section of 13 and 13A before we come on to the last corner, turn 14. Here at Road America. Down through the gears we go, third gear again. On the gas, let's see what this time can do here from John. See if we can put it up near the top of the table. We say this long start, finish straight. He's on the 216 currently at the moment. But be interested to see what he can do on his second one. See how he get on. But let me know if you are here, guys. You can have a chat and let me know how you're getting on this evening. And be interested to see who's here. Come and say hello. You know, there's been a few drivers messaging me saying, James, look out for this, look out for that. So I've got the notes here, just having a look and seeing who gets into what interesting things. And I believe there's a couple of things in race 2 that we need to pay attention for as well. Obviously, I don't know the winners, but I do know there was some interesting things happening in race 2. So let's keep an eye out on for race 2. We do have 20 minutes here in race 1 to go first in this McLaren with John Brown. Interesting watching the broadcast live. Can't wait to see who wins. Well, hopefully. Yeah, be interested, Arthur. But, you know, I got a funny feeling you might have an idea. Evening, Arthur. We've got to say evening to Mrs. Arthur as well, who's also sitting here watching. I believe Arthur's actually turned around and said we are watching, which was a bit of a brave move. I personally wouldn't tell my missus that we're going to be sat here watching it. Got to be honest, but you know, hey, if you're still sleeping in the bed tonight, you're on a good run there, Mr. Thurtle. So well done to you here tonight. Let's see how it gets on. Coming to the end of qualifying now. We've got about a minute remaining. We are mainly looking at John. Because of the way that the replay system works, it won't allow me, unfortunately, to swap over to other drivers. So we have to watching John round. Here's a Baron. His livery is amazing. Let's be honest about it. Look at it. That hex kind of beehive, bee cone kind of look on it. It does look very impressive. I'm not going to lie. That is the end of qualifying. Let's bring you up starting grid here this evening. Looking at moving in session. Hopefully it will come up. Hope everybody is having a fabulous New Year's Day. I hope your New Year's Eve wasn't too hungover for you all. And you sat and chilled out, most of you, didn't you, in your house, sitting down watching TV like I did, watching the fireworks at 12 o'clock, which, mind you, were actually really good this year. We've got Arthur Fertel in first, Eric Ronenberg in second, Dexter Castro third, Jake Cranstow in fourth, Alex May fifth, John Brown puts it in sixth, Christopher Barnes in seventh, Dan Wareham in eighth, Alan McCann ninth, Craig Waters 10th, Daniel Lewis in 11th, Derek Gralver in 12th place. Beyond that, we've got Kieran Gannon in 13th, Alexandra Longo 14th, Neil Stevenson 15th, Fraser Garrity 16th, David Smith in 17th place, Anna Brown 18th, and Stuart Gibbons down in 19th. Right. We have got a quarter of a pace lap. I'm not really going to say it's a full pace lap. We are on the back straight between 13 and 14. So these guys will get a little bit of a run out. So let's see how they get on here tonight. think from our point of view, it's going to see how this one goes. This is exciting for me. We'll just wait for Dexter Cash and Craig Wilkes and Fraser Garrity to get onto the grid. Arthur Fertile there, that blue Aston Martin looks good. It does, definitely. That is the car of a gentleman by the name of Thurtle. You might know him, Arthur Thurtle, in the blue Aston Martin. Craig Walters still to come. Go, waiting for this all to kick off, and we'll have 20 minutes underway of Heat 1. Off we go with the pace car. Two Astons on the front row. We've got the Porsche Jake Cranstone in the mix. Pace car is going to go in. Technically will leave Arthur as the lead car. When he goes, it's all going to go. There's a bit of a gap at the back there. Is he going to bolt? He's not bolted. Is he bolted already? Arthur's gone. We are underway here, and it's Arthur Fertile taking a whole shot down into turn 1. Dexter Castro, Eric Ronneberg, and Jake Cranstone. 2 banks of 2 as we run down. We've got 3 banks in the back as well. Castro there in second place. Ronneberg just lost a position to Cranstone. Heading down now into turn 3, and at the moment Arthur Fertile, Dexter Castro, Jake Cranstone, Eric Ronneberg. There's moves there at the back between Christopher Barnes. Dan Wareham is in the mix at the same time, so is Alan McCann. These guys go running around for the first time down the sweep. This is Dan Wareham in the Aston Martin, in the white Aston Martin there. We've got the long side currently, the Porsche of Chris Barnes, and it's Dan Wareham. Oh, goes in deep, does allow Barnes to come through in turn 5. That puts Barnes up currently into 6th place. He goes running up around turn 6 into 7. We go now for the third lap here this evening. 20 minutes remaining here tonight. We've got Dan Wareham currently sitting in 8th place. Back up front is still Arthur Fertile on really under the cosh from Dexter Castro. There we go. You can see now on board with Dexter. We go running around the carousel. Is Castro going to be making this move down as he goes down on the right hand side, down through the kink he goes. Got to get the car lined up and on the gas early. First of the brave men here. Castro on the gas he goes in that Aston Martin, chasing down Derwent front on the way down into Canada corner. Right hander, we're going to be on the brakes very shortly between the 3 and the 2. Third gear for Castro. Can he keep it under? He can at the moment. Then we go back in the field as well. John Brown really pressurising Eric Ronneberg, and if Ronneberg's not careful, he's going to have Brown tucked up behind him. But there's a Merc on the inside of Alex May. Going into turn 14 now. Is May going to get this job done? He's got this long run down, tucking behind him. Use this draft that you're going to have from Alex May now. There is the McLaren of Brown in front of them as the Aston Martin of Eric Ronneberg. Moves it up front. Cranstone on the right hand side, trying to get Castro on the outside, running around the outside of turn 1. Not going to work this time around. We look back now into Alex May. Dan Wareham behind us. And then we've got Chris Barnes in the front. Here comes Wareham now. There is the Merc of Alex May. I'm going to admit, that's a very pretty car. Chris Barnes in front, all the way through the order we go. Stuart Gibbons out the back. Oh, he's off. Gibbons is off. With that, that's with Alan Brown. Oh, Alan Brown. Whoa. Woo. Yeah, Gibbons undertaking evasive action there from Mr. Brown, who was reversing onto the track. I'm not entirely sure that we will justify. Not ideal. Not ideal. I'm sure that there may be some a little bit of inquiry into the fact that Alan Brown just kind of reversed straight into Gibbons' way. Behind that, Chris Barnes, Alex May, Dan Wareham. Alex May in the Merc, Dan Wareham behind him in the Aston, and we've got 2 Mercs behind of Alan McCann and Craig Waters. you've got to admit, the Merc does look tidy. Daniel Lewis here under attack from Gannon. Round the carousel we go. Gannon delivery looks awesome on this run, and now down into the King. How is this going to work out between these two cars? They are literally nose to tail. Gannon there in the Aston Martin. Onto the nose we go. There's a move on the outside of us. If I go back out again, that's Grauber. Grauber's trying to send it out the inside of Gannon. Is he going to make it stick this time around? Oh, he's not. He's a brave man to send it out the inside of Gannon. The corner coming from that far back. And he did just that. But he's put Gannon under a whole heap of pressure. So is Cranstone. Got Ronneberg climbing right up behind him at the moment in that pink Aston Martin. Go ahead down the start-finish straight. It's like a tow train there for Birdle, Castro, Cranstone, Ronneberg. John Brown behind him. Then we've got Barnes, May, Wareham, McCann and Walters. These guys go leading us off down into turn one. Alan McCann in that Merc. From the matrix on the side of his car there. There's Alan McCann, Dan Wareham from the same team. Got Craig Waters from SRL on the inside now. Waters make it through this time around, so Waters makes the move, but John Brown, literally, here we go, he's under pressure now from Barnes. Barnes on the left-hand side in the Porsche, John in the right in the McLaren. Not going to get him. That pace of that McLaren should outweigh that Porsche coming down into turn 5. It does. We were talking about it earlier on, the speed of McLaren. It's only 1 mile an hour quicker, but that 1 mile an hour makes a difference. Grauber didn't get through, Longo did. Over Daniel Smith, so that's Longo up into 15th place here tonight. Bertel out in front, then Castro, then Cranstone, then Ronneberg. 14 minutes on the clock. Chris Barnes there in the Porsche, got kind of outspeeded really from that McLaren. The McLaren's got so much pace here tonight. Kind of didn't look like it's ever going to get through on that run down for the Marine Sweep. The trouble is for him, with Alex Mays right behind him. Oh, Mercedes off, that's Walters. Walters is cutting the grass for the crew here. Taking him a job back up front, Alex May now. Alan McCann, Craig Walters. McCann's got May there. May have actually hung on to 7th place. Back up front, Cranstone's closing, Ronneberg's closing. Once again down this long run down the straight with 2:16, 2:7 lap times. So we're going to be looking at around about 7 or 8 laps. It's like a draft train with them before, you know, Fertel, Castro, Cranstone, Ronneberg. Just drafting, they can't get past. And it's going to be the same situation here for Brown and Barnes. Barnes has got to go, dude. There was a late move from Alex May. Late move from May there, topping up McCann. This is where, if Barnes is going to do it, he's got to be right up behind Brown. He has to be right up behind Brown. He's not tucked up behind him. He's not going to get him here. On this Porsche Cayman of Chris Barnes. Another train happening as well. Castro's trying to, he's run wide. Cranstone's got through. Cranstone's got through behind that. Oh, Barnes again is running around here, trying to go around the outside of 5. He didn't make it stick this time. May nearly did. But he's got McCann on the inside now. Is McCann going to make it stick? Oh, they're only going to run it 2 wide round 6. Are they going to run 2 wide round 7 and not? Oh, Walters says he wants a piece as well. Thank you very much. May there nearly dropped it and unfortunately nearly ended up everybody right up behind him taking their positions away. Barnes currently sitting at in 6th place still, chasing down Brown. Just cannot get past Brown. May now wants to get involved with this as well. But it's all about Brown and Barnes. You can see the top 4 go above the picture there, just out of our area. They're still in their draft train. Running down into 12 now. Can't get through in that Cayman. 11 minutes on the clock. Chris Barnes. Come up now over into turn 14. Barnes has got a half defensive eye on McCann, and that's not good. Doesn't need to be doing that because he needed to be tucked up behind. Currently at the moment, he's got McCann tucked up right behind him instead. Oh, look at McCann, literally right in there. Pulled out on the left-hand side, going down into turn 1. Is this McCann going to make it through on Barnes? They're going to run too wide into turn 1. McCann's had to tighten up one. May is trying to get involved as well. He's trying to send his free wide. Oh, poor old Barnes. Oh, Barnes. Going down the order faster than an elevator at Trump Towers. He's lost another position to Craig Waters. That's 3 for Barnes, McKay, May, Waters, and that's dropped Barnes down into 9th. Bad set of corners there for Barnes. Cranstone's up into 2nd place, capitalised on Castro running wide. 9 minutes on the clock, and there's Sturtle in front, Cranstone behind, Castro Rothenberg. What can Cranstone do here? Oh, Barnes is trying to have another go here from Walters. Oh, there's contact! Contact between Barnes and he's off. Barnes and Walters there come side by side. The gap was left, but I don't know how much of a gap was left. And unfortunately for Barnes, he's going down the order all the way down into 14th place for Chris Barnes after having that contact with Craig Waters on that run down into 8th. It looked like Waters come to the right-hand side of the track and Barnes was on the outside, and unfortunately just kind of squeezed him up a little bit. But these 4 have pulled out nearly 5.7 seconds over the gap, over the team of Brown, McCann, May, Waters and Wareham. That's Joe Ronenberg, Cranstone, who's a leader currently in the championship standings. Castro Ronenberg now. Castro's got the fence already. He's gone to the right-hand side of the track. Coming back now. His confidence. He's not left the gap. That Ronenberg's going to make that move into turn 1. Not this time around for Eric Ronenberg. Dropping down the hill now. Down into 3 we go. The right-hander here at Road America. If any move's going to get made though, Castro just closed. Ton of gap there to Cranstone, but Ronenberg's back in behind him. Castro goes to the left, Ronenberg on the right-hand side. These guys are running down the Moraine Sweep now. Ronenberg's through, Castro lifts off, tucks in behind him. That's Eric Ronenberg up into 3rd place. May, John Brown, Alan McCann, Alex May. If May's going to die from there. He's a brave, brave boy. Not this time around, so he's got to be the brave boy. Alex May there diving into the inside of McCann. 7:34 on the clock. Neil Stevenson further down the order in the Aston Martin, battling with Alan Brown. Dan Wareham's in the pits, Stuart Gibbons in the pits. Guys are battling down there now for 15th place. Alan Brown and Neil Stevenson. So interesting to see how that one turns out. But the back at the field now with John Brown. Oh, John's on the grass. Put himself under a heap of pressure from McCann. There is McCann. If you're going to be looking at making a move on the inside. Cranstone looks like he's lost the position to Castro. Cranstone loses that position to Castro. Castro's now back up into 2nd place. But here are the guys behind him. Oh no! Mr. McCann. Into the wall he goes. Unfortunately for McCann now, it's dropped him all the way down into 10th place. Can Cranstow make this move down into turn 1 again? Over Castro, he goes 6.5, 6:15 on the clock. Doesn't make it this time. Further back though. Barnes is trying to get hold of Alexander Longo, Ian and Daniel Lewis in the McLarens. They've got the Mercedes of Alan McCann. He's just been off track. Here we go now. Where's he going to go? There's nowhere to go. Car number 72 is Longo. He's on the inside. He's not made it this time around. Gaines got to get his head back in the game. That was a big off. But Longo and Lewis and Barnes now trying to recover back up as well. Don't forget Barnes went off, had to sit and wait for the traffic to go past him. Can't have enough as well, and he's gone down the order. But back up front, it looks like Castro and Cranstow are still resuming their battle. We're going with these guys, Castro, Cranstow, Ronenberg. Nothing doing there at the moment. Nothing doing currently here. Well, it's battle, Daniel Lewis. Little chasing down Longo. Longo looks like he's lost a little bit of time to Alan McCann. Oh, Barnes sticking his nose in where it's not wanted. Does not want to be trying to poke his way through. He needs a clear gap. He can do without any more incidents, could Barnes. Don't get me wrong, it'd be, what's that? It'd be basically top 15 reverse. He'd be in third place for the next race. But Kieran Gannon and Alex May. Gannon in the Aston Martin is cleared. Alex May. Oh, it's got a slide on. The game is there. Gannon up 7, May down 2. John Brown is living to fight another day here, I think. Oh, number 13's off. Chris Barnes into the wall. In at that Porsche. Looks like he's come across the track. Unfortunately there for him. Gannon now with May tucked up right behind him. May's going to go against the wall. Gannon's leaving him no room. He's pushing him in. He's pushing him in. He's going to be squeezing him down into turn 1. Gannon's holding line. They're going to come together. Oh! Gannon's on the outside. May's on the inside on that run down into 3. May's got to stick it in deep if he wants any chance of getting this run down into 5. He has. Oh, let it run out. Gannon's on the grass. Gannon's on the grass. He manages to hold it though, but so with Craig Waters and Derek Crowther behind him. On this run down now to the Marine sweep we go. Gannon has dropped back. 2 guys behind him are pulled out now. That is Kieran Gannon. He's lost a place to Craig Waters. He's going to lose a place to Derek Crowther. Gannon's got in deep. It's contact. Oh, there was contact on the back of Waters' car there from Kieran Gannon. Back up front, May. Castro's just been off the track. He's now dropped down the order into 6th place currently at the moment. But Castro there dropping down the order. Gannon still behind Waters now after losing a place. Longo has still got Daniel Smith right behind him in the McLaren. We've got 2:34 on the clock at the moment. Alex May's off. Oh, big off. Crowther's in there as well. Oh, big off for May. Derek Crowther looks like his Aston Martin's done. Looks like his Aston Martin is done and dusted. He's down into the pit now. Cranstow with Ronenberg climbing up right behind him at the moment. Here we go. And now we've got 4 cars in the pit. Top 15 reverse. Currently Dan Wareham's running. It's Dan Wareham on pole for that next race. Arthur Federal there in Durst. Cranstow 2nd, Ronenberg 3rd. Neil Stevenson battling away with Daniel Smith there. Down in for 11th place. 1:48 on the clock. It'll be the final lap of the race. It is. Barney's waving. He's waving. And third will keep it on track. That's all he's got to do. Longo lost a place to Daniel Lewis. Is now looking to get it back down into turn 1. We go. Longo's on the right hand side. Lewis on the left is the battle of the McLarens. Last lap now. Longo's on that run into turn one. Gonna go in. Lewis is not gonna send him around the outside. No, Lewis backs out there, lives up to fight another day. Lewis has got to come back again. Alan McCann got a big gap to Kieran Gannon. It's like 6 seconds. He's not going to do it. Be able to do anything on the last lap of the race. But Cranstone and Ronenberg are the ones where it's going to matter most, and also Gannon and also Walters. There is the Gannon-Walters battle. All going to be here. What can Ronenberg do? That's going to be the thing. What can Ronenberg do? And get Cranstone. That's going to be the question. I don't think he's going to be able to, you know. I think Dirtle's going to take the win here tonight. Cranstone in second. And then we're going to have Ronenberg third, I think. Now, I'm going to write that down now. Write it down early. Think how this one pans out. Brown has literally had a break of his life there, and he's managed to get away from the guys behind him. So John Brown is kind of on a Sunday drive now, just trying to get this to the finishing line. He's not giving up though. He's going to do it. He's got to do it in 14. Is he going to get the job done? We'll pick up Thurtle in a minute. We're going to go across the line here. It's going to be a straight drag. It is. Look how close he's going to be. Thurtle's up in front. Thurtle's going to come across the line in first place for race one. Arthur Thurtle takes the victory. Straight back here as well. Cranstone manages to keep it from Ronenberg. Here is John Brown driving around quite happily. Gannon and Walters. Gannon's going to pull out. His ball's going to block him off. He's not. He's got this run down into the line. The gap's going to close. Who's going to make it through? It's Gannon. Gannon snatches it at the line. 0.006 of a second there. Oh, Gannon got him. Going to be here with Garrity now as well. Longo's finished ahead of Lewis Smith. Garrity's got this job done so far. This is Alan Brown behind him. Obviously, Alan went off the track earlier on and then had to reverse back in. Looked a little bit of a nail-biting moment. Guys go down turn 14. It's going to be the run straight sprint down into the line. Is Brown going to be able to use that power? I don't think he is. I think it's going to be Garrity's race. It is. Garrity's going to take 13th place with Al Brown behind him. Crowther, who's involved in that incident, is down in 15th. Will start in pole, mind you. Car number 16th, Chris Barnes, is spinning again on the carousel. Wareham has crossed the line here. I'm going to see Derek Crowther in 15th place. Going across the line, and then behind that we've got Chris Barnes. Barnes coming up through 13A and 13B. There goes Crowther. Here comes Barnes. So unlucky in his incident. You know what I mean? He had that incident with Craig Walters on that run down into 8. Whether or not there was space on the outside, who knows? But there we go. Chris Barnes comes across the line to take 16th place. Now he's going to bid it. Oh. I don't know if that was somewhat frustration there for Barnes. You know what I mean? He kind of, yeah, a little bit frustrating. But let's have a look at finishing standings. Down. Right. That's Arthur Thurtle in first, Jake Cranstone in second, Eric Ronenberg third. John Brown was in 4th place. Play ball at the the 5-minute warm-up. Yes, Mr. B, you did definitely have pace here at Road Atlanta. Felt a great track. It was, yeah, it was. It was an interesting one, really, I think. Having a great race with John, then just followed up. It was tough in that middle section. Some unfortunately dropping. It's always going to be a tough race when you get into the mix like that. So runs there down the order in 15th. Bit of a shame. But don't forget, guys, as well, to hit the thumbs up button, turn on the bells for notifications, and give the channel, hit that subscribe button now here as well. Happens sometimes once you're off the racing line, it's tough to get back on. It is, and partly because of the fact that people just kind of followed each other through. Kind of ended up like we did in the TCR at Okayama. You just end up getting bullied off, and it's really tough to get yourself back in it. You're trying to slow up to get yourself back in, and then as you slow up, the next car's tucked up right behind you. And then you're kind of just a bit lost on where to go. And I think that's the hardest thing there as well, is just a little bit getting yourself off that line, and it can really affect your run after that. And it's really tough to try and get that run done. It really is. And, you know, fair play for anybody trying to do that there as well. Let's see if we can get the grid up for the feature. Right. Going to be a little bit optimistic here. Okay. But the end of warm-up coming up. So, but it is it's definitely a tough one when you get off that racing line. You've got people just kind of following each other through. So, yeah, it will be interesting race 2, I think, as well. Keep an eye on our leader, Mr. Turtle. See how he's going to be able to get done from 15th place. Here tonight. Right, we've got about into the last minute of warm-up we go. See if we can get it playing ball. Going in 20-minute feature, top 15 reverse, don't forget. So we'll have our Turtle in 15th. Cranstone will be in 14th. Ronenberg will be in 13th. See what these guys can do. Thank you, Mr. Turtle. Much appreciated. But right. Mrs. enjoying it too, is she secretly enjoying it? Or did she actually say she's enjoying it? Because, you know, there's a difference between enjoying it and just telling you. Okay? Right. Start having cars appearing on track. Now, I've got this funny feeling it hasn't flicked them all into their order. So if I was to show you where everybody is. Hasn't put them in their order that I wanted. So I'm trying to show you the grid. Oh, not going to do. Give it a minute to flick about. Yeah, Wonderful world of a replay file. Getting a wheel now as well. Nice. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? There is your grid there. Greg Waters is having a bit of a blink. Wait to see if it settles itself down. I don't think it's quite registered the reverse grid. Doesn't like a reverse in the file. It has swapped around now. Let's see if we can get the grid up. No, it hasn't. I'll read it to you. Derek Crowther and Brace Gary are on the front row. Alan Brown behind and Neil Stevenson. There is Crowther, there is Brown, there is Garrity. Then we've got Stevenson, Smith, Lewis, McCann, Longo, Gannon, Walters, John Brown, Castro, Cranstone, Ronneberg and Thurtle. So here we go with these guys now. Crowther gets the whole shot. He's got the run down into turn one. Derek Crowther there gets the job done. Alan Brown is under attack. Alan's gone. Whoa, that's never easy. Let's have a look on board here with our leader. Walters is gone round, unfortunately. Arthur Ferdle, the race winner from race one. Oh, he's right up behind Cranstone now. Ronneberg's got up the inside. There's going to be a freeway fight at the front here. Cars now up front of him. That's Kieran Gannon, Castro. No. Oh. Birdle there tucks up, but now May's on the. Ooh, May gets a slide on. There goes Longo. First casualty this evening. Cranstone, Ronneberg in front of us. Derek Crowther still off down the road with Fraser Gary, Alan Brown, Daniel Smith, David Smith, sorry, and Alan McCann. This is the leaders from race one. Cranstone's trying to go round. Ronneberg doesn't leave him much room. This is not going to end well here. Oh. The McLaren off as well as Daniel Lewis. Here we go. They're going to be, look at this. It's going to go wrong. There goes the first lot. That was Brown. Barnes as well. Here comes Thurtle. Trying to clear Ronneberg on the outside. I'm going to go down into turn 12. Thurtle is through. There's a car off the track. Whoa! Oh, big. Ouch! Arthur Ferdle nose deep into Daniel Lewis, I believe. He pulled out and Daniel was just there. No room for Arthur Ferdle to go anywhere apart from back into the pits. But that was Lewis. Thurtle into the pits. That was a big one. That was a big one for Arthur Ferdle. He pulled out to the right to get past Gannon, and unfortunately, it was all over. Into the water, into Lewis he went, nose deep. No recovery from that one for Arthur Ferdle, and it's all done and dusted. Cranstone there as well, battling away, but back up front, we've got Crowther, Garrity, Brown, and McCann. On this run down into the Marine Sweep we go. Crowther's out front, then we've got the Mercedes, Garrity, then we've got Brown. Then we've got McCann. Gap's trying to go up the inside of Brown into turn 6. Is Brown going to leave him the respectful amount of room he needs? He's going to be starting trying to run round 7. Oh, that is not going to help Mr. McCann. He blinks there as he's still on the inside of Brown. Gets the job done. He is through and done and dusted there as well. That is McCann up into 3rd, Brown down into 4th with Daniel Smith in 5th. Beyond that, we saw the people heading down into the pits here. John Brown and Arthur Ferdle. Ferdle did not know anywhere to go apart from into the nose of Daniel Lewis. There is a fast repair here with David Smith. Got Alan Brown behind him now as well. McCann's trying to make his way back through the field. He's up 6. I mean, not up 6 to be fair, because as I say, the Diamond software does not like the reverse grid situation. With Castro as well, he's battling it away with Stevenson. Keeping an eye on the leaders, Kramer, Garrity, McCann. Grindstone's trying to make his way through the order as well. Here goes Castro now. He's going to be looking to go to the right-hand side of Stevenson into turn 1. Is Castro going to make it through? He's got to go in deep and heavy. He did. Grindstone should follow him through. He has. He's tucked up right behind him, and this is what we were talking about in chat. Once you get off the racing line, unfortunately for Neil Stevenson, 2 places gone. And that is it. He's just done. He was taken by Castro, bullied by Grindstone. And now Stevenson has got to ring his mum and get a packed lunch, I'll tell you that much, because he's got no dinner money left. It's all gone there. And now he's going to get under attack from Ronneberg just for good health as well. Ronneberg's going to come in and eat his sandwiches. He's going to take that position away. Ronneberg does. Ronneberg's into 8. He's going to run into 5. Ronneberg's through. Stevenson is now starving. It's not good there. David Smith, Alan Brown. Battling away for 4th and 5th. Is Gannon going to get Stevenson as well? Oh, Brown up front with Smith. Running side by side round, coming up round the carousel now. Crowther, Garrity and McCann are literally, oh, there's contact there. Oh, Castro. Bye-bye, Mr. Brown. He's up, digging up the sand here in Road America at the carousel. Ooh. Stevenson's off as well. Stevenson's in the wall around the carousel. Craig Waters is going to be coming right behind us. There we go. There goes Waters now. But look at the battle in the middle. There's Castro, Cranstone, ooh, and David Smith with Jake Cranstone, Castro behind him, and Ronneberg in the mix at the same time. Up front, we got Crowther, Garrity, and McCann. Keep an eye on 2 separate pockets of battles here. If David Smith holds on to this, he's done an absolutely stellar job because he's got Castro, Ronneberg, and Cranstone behind him. Not the 3 slowest guys you want, you know, don't forget. This was Cranstone in 2nd, Ronneberg in 3rd in the first race. See now what Castro does. Is he going to be looking at diving up the inside? Smith's kind of got the middle track. Castro's going to try and run him on the outside in turn 1 here. Ronneberg's got a run as well. If Smith's not careful, he's going to be dropping down. Cranstone, you've got nowhere to go, so you have to hold on. Lewis goes round. Stop, stop. Oh. Smith went round, sorry. David Smith has gone round there. He pulls off the track. Crowther, McCann, Garrity. McCann has taken Garrity. And now it's the battle here as well. Cranstone has got past Ronneberg. He's now chasing down Castro. 12 minutes remaining here on this evening. And it's Castro, Cranstone, Ronneberg, and then up front of that is Crowther, McCann, and Garrity. See how the battle materialises up front here this evening. They all going to make it through cleanly. We've already seen Bertel gone. He's back out on track. John Brown, Bertel's there. John Brown's back out as well. These guys are battling away for 18th place at the moment. So if Brown can hold Thurtle back, that would have been a stellar job. Alan Brown with Dan Wareham from the Matrix team there. Wareham had a bit of a bad race in race 1. He's trying to make up for it in race 2. Can he make it through? Castro. With Ronneberg in the action. Now Wareham's got Brown on the outside. Is Wareham going to send it up into the inside of 12? He's not. Can't do it there really. It looks so messy. Daniel Lewis is currently down in 17th place at the moment. Alan Brown there behind him. Got down Wareham tucked up behind him. Carver and McCann. Here we go. Not going to happen for them guys down into turn one. Is it going to happen here with Castro, Cranstone and Rolenberg? It's not. Barnes and Gannon. There as well. Is that going to be Gannon through? It is. Gannon through. But Barnes is going to be trying to come back. He's not. Not this time around. Alan Brown still battling with Dan Ware, and they've got Alexander Longo there as well. Crowther now. Got McCann on this run down into 5. Crowther's on the inside there for Blade Designs. McCann from the Matrix team. McCann's looking at coming up the inside, up over the hill we go, under the bridge. McCann's gone through. Alan McCann has taken the lead with Garrett behind him in third. Crowther managed to hang on to second. I'll tell you what, he was quite lucky there, because if he got offline, it would have been Garrett through. So we'll wait for these guys to get back together again here. But Castro and Cranstone now are right close together at the moment. Kieran Gannon's in the pits. Oh, he went off track. Unfortunately, we missed that one, but Kieran Gannon gone off track. Oh, Garrett, he got untidy there, coming round through the carousel and out down into the kink. He got a little bit untidy, dropped it back. Castro going to be racing around right behind us. Here comes Cranstone and Ronenberg. Smith is in the pits. Gannon's in the pits as well. Castro now battling it away. Keep an eye on the front two at the same time as they're coming on to turn 14. This battle is a little bit closer here from Castro, Cranstone and Ronenberg. There are your lead three. McCann, Crowther, Garrity. And then here comes Castro, Cranstone, and also Ronenberg. Castro's hugging the inside wall. Oh, he's got that line covered. Cranstone's pushing him along at the moment. He needs him to move or do something. He's going to come out now. Can Cranstone make the move into one? He can't. He's going to have to wait for the Marine sweep. Crowther is, well, if he can hang on to in front of Garrity, he would have done an absolute stellar job there. Here's the run down now from Cranstone. Coming down into 5 now as Castro is on the inside looking at him. He's literally hugging that inside line. Up through 5, up over the hill. You can see the cars coming across us now. Cranstone, there goes Barnes. And Gibbons behind him. These three battling our way up front. Alan McCann has got a little bit of a gap open up to Crowther, who's got Garrity right up behind him at the moment. You saw the next group of cars behind him flashing past the bottom of your screen. This is one of the closest battles on track, on the left-hand side there. Can Crowther get back past or get up to McCann? Can Garrity clear these guys as well? Castro's opened up a little bit of a gap. There's only 3 tenths, mind you, up to Cranstone. 6.5 minutes remaining. Ooh, just saw the bottom end now of Garrity flash through. He has got Crowther in his sights. McCann sitting out in front at the moment. Going to be here. He's got to be here. Cranstone's got to be looking to try to make that move through. 6 minutes. He hasn't got long. Garrity looks a little bit too far back at the moment. I'll keep an eye on it as it's coming down into turn 1, but I think he's going to be here. Castro again. Look at him there, hugging at that white line, tight on my door, hugs her Teddy, I'll tell you that much. He's tucked up right beside it. Cranstone knows he can't get through. Castro's going to get round 1. He's going to run down the outside of 3. And then when he comes down 5, he's going to go left. He's got to go left to try and keep that inside line. Here he goes. He's coming now onto 5. He's going to run down for a little bit. Here he goes. Look, left-hand side. He knows he's got to defend that position. And he's doing it at a rate where he knows Cranstow can't get through. He's come away from that line now. He's now positioned himself in the middle of the track. On the run down into 5. He's got to come off the line at one point and take his normal racing line. He does into 5. I tell you what, Castro's defending like absolute crazy. He's got this man right behind him. You know, racing off around turn 7 on that run down into 8. Oh, Gary's in the wall. Oh, Gary's in the wall. No, stop. Oh, brave for Gary, put it in the wall. Al Brown has just got done by Longo. Unfortunate for Garrity there. That was the wall doing there. Got in 9th. It's Fraser Garrity still on the grass. Cutting away, shaving, saving the guys a job in the ground staff here. Almost like watching Valtteri Bottas on the grass. Cutting away in the murk. So, there we go. That releases McCann and Craver now to have their little two-way battle with 4:21 on the clock. Got this Cranstone's opportunity. Watch Castro. He's going to come off turn 14. He's not out of shape. Oh, he's going to have to go directly right now because Cranstone's going to get him. Here goes Castro. Go to the right-hand side. Got to be looking at defending. There he is. He's going to go against the wall. Cranstone's got nowhere to go. Castro, keep it straight. One move, bud. One move. Not more than that. Craver and McCann are having a battle up front as well. There they are, going around side by side in a one, but Castro is going to run around Cranstone. This Cranstone's going to run him around. He's not. Craver and McCann now. 3:40 left on the clock, and this is the battle for the lead here. Craver kind of got released from the fact that Garrity put it into the wall, and now Craver is just running here as well. Castro again to the left. Look, he's behind us. He's gone tucked up to the left-hand side. Is Craver going to try and get through? McCann has left the door open. Here comes the burglar. Craver, is he going to burgle that position away? They're going to be side by side coming out the exit of 5 on the run up to 6, and it is Craver making that move. Castro still hanging on from Cranstone and Ronenberg, and I tell you what, hats off to Castro. He is defending harder than a Man United football team, I'll tell you that much, because he's done an absolute stellar job today. And Castro is defending like an absolute trooper. 2:47 on the clock. There's going to be literally one more lap. Oh, he's on the grass. He's on the grass. He's coming back. Cranstone leaves him room. He's gone. He's gone. Ronenberg's gone. Cranstone's gone. Oh, no. Where's Cranstone? He's back on track, but Barnes is going to get a 3rd place. Barnes is going to get a 3rd place. Ronenberg's still off as well. That is a rubbish camera angle. You're fired to that cameraman. Oh, Barnes has got a podium. Chris Barnes, after his dreadful race 1, gets the podium. Well, he's currently sitting in 3rd. He's got 1 lap to go. Can he hold on? Craver's through into the lead over McCann. There's Wareham and Castro. There's Barnes and Cranstone. Oh, Barnes has got a tough job for 1 lap, I'll tell you that much. He must be sitting there absolutely sweating. But here comes Craver. Craver's gone over to hug the wall as well. Is McCann going to make that run round the outside? Let's see how it goes down into turn 1. 1:35 on the clock. McCann on the right-hand side. Craver's through. Craver's through. It's all on Barnes and Cranstone. Oh, Cranstone's through. Barnes try to cut back in 3. Oh. Cranstone is through into third place. Crowther now squeezing out McCann. Keep the Aston Martin straight there, Mr. Crowther. One move, one move. You've done your one to the left. McCann running around the outside. Here we go. Final lap of the race. This is the battle for your lead. This is turn 5. This is the Gladiators of Crowther. The Gladiators of McCann. McCann's on the grass. Cranstone's under attack. Barnes has made it through into 5. And Barnes hold it into 6 here. The battle of the Porsche. Oh! That was a double move in the steering wheel there from Cranstone. Crowther and McCann still going at it on this run now, round through 8, coming through the carousel at 9. So is Barnes and also Cranstone. Longo is battling away as well. We'll try and pick up on that battle, but we've got 2 up front that are going to be the important ones. Can Crowther hang on to take his first victory at round 4 here with McCann? Final lap of the race now. Crowther on this run down into 12. We're going to try and catch back to Barnes as well, because they are literally going to be side by side very, very shortly. Here they come. Barnes has positioned his Porsche in a way that says, well, you ain't got much room. Make a choice, mate. Didn't make that choice that time around. I think this is going to be Crowther's victory. Going to be Crowther's victory. Can McCann hold on? Can he get him on the run down into the line? I don't think he is. I think it's going to be Derek Crowther. Crowther's going to take the victory in the feature. The line is a long way down. We've still got time for that run. He didn't get it down, I don't think. No. Did Barnes hang on to 3rd? Here comes Cranstone now on the way down to the line. Barnes did. Oh. Wareham, Castro, Ronenberg's in the pits. He's decided enough's enough. Alan Brown. Can Ronenberg hold on? Is Brown going to go past him? Ronenberg goes down into 9th. Ronenberg goes down into 10th. Strange decision at the end there. Ronenberg now crosses the line, what I believe would be 12th place. It is. Bit of a weird one. Stevenson's going to come across the line as well. He takes 13th place there for Neil Stevenson. Fraser Garrity in 14th. After going into the wall there for Mr. Garrity. Daniel Lewis involved in an incident with this man Arthur Ferdo. I think he's going to give him the position, you know. Give it out. Daniel Lewis has run out of fuel. Oh, I think he gifted Arthur Ferdo the position. Unfortunately for Lewis, he's got to get across the line. For Brown, there comes Gannon, the last remaining car on track there as well. Mr. BF John and Mr. B. Who's who here? I know one of you must be Mr. Barnes. Who's you, John Brown? Right. There we go. Kieran Gannon crosses over the line in our last position. Well, I think you got to admit that was quite an interesting one here. I want to try and have a look back at the Thurtle crash. Now, I want to try and bring you the results as well, if I can, if they play nice. Come on, gentlemen. It's not going to play nice, are you? Come on. All right, there we go. Derek Crowther was in third. Alan McCann second. Chris Barnes third. Jake Cranstone fourth. Stuart Gibbons fifth. Dan Wareham sixth. Dexter Castro seventh. Alan Brown eighth. Craig Waters ninth. Alexander Longo down in 10th place. Alex May in 11th. Neil Stevenson in 12th. Fraser Garrity 13th. Eric Ronenberg 14th. Arthur Fertel 15th. Daniel Lewis 16th. John Brown 17th. And Kieran Gannon. Now beyond that, you've got David Smith down in 19th. place. Now, I will have a look back at the Fertile incident, and I want to have a look on, please, on that. Be aware, this will kill the file. but I just want to look at that again because it looked quite spectacular, and it kind of started here. Here's Daniel Lewis, so this is where it all kicks off. Okay, so Lewis accelerates, goes round, right. Here comes Sturtle. Bow! Nose deep. Half Bird, Daniel Lewis. Wow. He pulls out to get a run on Gannon, and unfortunately, there was no run apart from the wall. So there you go. Unfortunately, it's all over on that one. So I'm Buns. Oh, okay, cool. Good. But there you go. That was that incident. Well, but there you go, guys. That rounds out, I think, tonight's broadcast. Much love if you have stopped by. Thank you very much. Mr. Barnes, you were lucky there. We have third place at the end, so well done to you, young sir. She laughed at you crashing. Oh, sorry, Arthur. Can't help that. But there we go. It was absolutely incredible evening of racing, guys. So much love to you. Thank you so much for dropping in. If you are watching live and you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up. That would be absolutely amazing. Don't forget to turn on the bells for notifications and give the channel a big old subscribe channel. That would be absolutely incredible as well for the SRL TV. I know they just broke 100 subscribers. So well done. Thank you to everybody that's come by. Mr. Barnes and Mr. Thirdle, I hope your wife enjoyed it, or your missus, or whatever the situation of your relationship is. And of course, John P there as well. Thank you so much for joining us. But that is it, guys, for this evening of racing. And we will see you all again back. Awesome coverage, yes. Thank you so much for that. Back at our normal time at 10 o'clock next Friday. There you go. So much love for everybody that stopped by. Hope you all have had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. And we shall see you all again for the TCR Media Day next Friday. So don't forget that as well. Don't forget as well, guys, you can hop over to the JPB YouTube channel as well. We've got a lot coming up this week. We've got ACC GT3s on Tuesday morning. GR86 is on Tuesday evening. Then we got the Radical Race Series on Thursday. Then we've got the opening round of the Radical Sim Racing US race on Thursday morning. Then we got the Radical Sim Racing Am and Pros between 8 and 10, and then the SRL 10:15 for the TCR Mazdas there as well. Media Day, and then we got Radical Sim Racing Endurance on Sunday, and then the SRL GT4 Round 1. So a lot going on this week at the JPB on the JPB YouTubers channel. So don't forget, head over there as well. Much love, guys. Well, that's it from me. I hope you've all had a great Christmas. I hope you've all had a wonderful New Year. You all take care. Have a great week. And you never know. Might see you on the track sometime. Good night.